Hello, today I'd like to share with you about servant leadership and what I have noticed are its pitfalls. Leadership was coined by Robert Greenleaf in 1970. Of course, before that, there were people acting as servant leaders. What is it? What is servant leadership? It's a philosophy that prioritizes serving one's team by providing support, guidance, and resources. The leader actively asks and listens to the other's perspectives, gives them support they need to meet their work and personal goals, and involves them in decisions where appropriate. This builds a sense of community or team and with the team and across teams. This leads to higher engagement, trust, and stronger relationships with team members and other stakeholders. It can also lead to increased innovation because people are working better together and feel safe to share together. So that all sounds great, and there are some downsides. So often, when somebody tells me they're a servant leader, they're they might be being a servant leader, but they might be being more of a pleasing leader and thinking that a servant leader means that they are supposed to make everybody happy. But that really does not work well. It requires us setting boundaries, delegating responsibilities, and taking time for our own self care and development. So it can also create a bit of a dependency. Right? So if a leader, if you think about it, they're doing everything for their team, they unintentionally discourage their team members from developing their own skills and independence or interdependence and supporting each other. So this can lead to a lack of initiative, creativity, a kind of desire by people to be told what to do. And so it's really important to keep these things in mind because true servant leadership really helps people grow and develop. That's what it's about. It's not about doing everything for them or pleasing them or not feeling uncomfortable ourselves. So it's so important to um, remember what the intention of being a servant leader is and making sure that we are attending to our own needs as servant leaders as well as the needs of the people we're serving. It takes a bit of a balance. It takes assertive leadership. This is not about passive or submissive leadership. It's about knowing who we are, knowing who others are, and creating an environment for both. So I hope that makes sense, and I'd love to hear from you about that and what you notice about your own tendencies around servant leadership and how you might be able to hone those a little bit to make sure that you're fostering your team's interdependence, that you're creating that space for yourself, and doing your strategic thinking, stakeholder engagement, and working across and outside of the organization, not just with your own team. So there's a number of tips. I hope you found those helpful.